Hi, I'm McDonald and this is Ultimate Surf and Skate Store, New Zealand's leading surf and skate store in the business at the heart of my Unbit project. Why don't you come inside and I'll show you what I've done for my Unbit project and the changes that I've made to Andre's business in the shop. Welcome to Ultimate Surf and Skate Store. Now let me tell you a little bit about how my project came to be. After shortly getting a part-time job here, I found that every corner I turned I could see a way to improve the business. Not only this, but I wanted to make changes and wanted to help Andre make his business the best it could be, as I could see the huge potential we had in the shop. This started off with small things such as just rearranging the shop floor and creating completely new showrooms and storerooms. Why don't you come around and I'll show you a few things of what I did. I started off things such as rearranging the wetsuits, rearranging the shop layout and rearranging where products sat in the shop. Although this didn't look like a big task, it took a lot of planning to plan out where everything was going to sit and how the customer would find it best. As you can see, we now have things like wetsuit all ranged and size and codes, and all our sell items and areas in the shop so everyone knows where to kind of find things. After the rapid expansion of Andre's business, he could hardly keep up with demand and the shop was becoming quickly filled with products that he had no places to put. The problem was, he had things like this, which used to be an old shaping bay, and an office upstairs, which was completely wasted space and would create so much more space for the shop. So I went about simple things such as getting all of our demo boards, which is boards that customers can hire to buy, putting them in one room so it's easy to find, customers can find. They used to be all scattered around the show and it was really hard to show customers around, showing what boards they could hire. So cleaning out the shaping bay, making a whole new room was just made was a lot more functional throughout the shop and was a lot better for staff and customers. The other thing I found at the store was that we had a totally unfunctional stock room that was filled with clutter. This room here used to be Andre's office and was just taking up wasted space and was another room that could be completely used to create better functionality in the shop. So I went about one summer completely converting Andre's office and the old storeroom, moving all the stock and rearranging it into the storeroom you see now. This was totally awesome for the shop as it meant that we could find product easy and the storeroom wasn't cluttered with useless things that was just taking up wasted space. We could then use that another room to create a better functional area in the shop. Having moved the existing storeroom into Andre's old office, this created yet another space for us to open up another room to fill with more stock, which created even more space on the shop front floor. This was awesome as we were rapidly expanding. The business was carrying more stock as we were having a higher turnover in summer, so we needed a place to put all these boards. As they were standing, they were just kind of sitting around the shop and it was really unfunctional and looked kind of bad. So now we can have over 200 boards in stock at any one time, and even if we want customers to come up here and have a look at what we have in stock, they can browse through our boards, or we can just carry extra stock and know that we're always stocked up when customers want boards. Although I was happy with the changes that I made throughout the shop and that improved functionality and staff and customer life twofold, I still couldn't help but feeling that there were bigger improvements that I could make to the business that would improve our life and ultimately generate Andre more money. These are things such as we had poor, manual, inefficient systems that mean we're often losing valuable time and money. For example, we were writing things down in this diary and would often lose it. This was a great example of how the shop's systems were not working for us. The first system that I implemented was a customer retail management system called Capsule. In theory, this is pretty much just an online diary. We needed this as we were currently writing things down in a diary, and over peak summer you could imagine trying to decipher this at the end of the day, decide what customers needed what and who had wrote the notes and what to follow up on. You had no idea if any of the stuff had been followed up on. Transitioning to the online system's awesome, as after simply entering a case you can see the tasks that are overdue, what needs to be followed up in days to come, and you have a whole list of a paper trail following emails you can attach to the system that attach to each case individually. This was awesome as it meant that we had good customer relations, could track any customer orders, and at any time we could see what needed to be followed up. This was awesome as it meant that no customers ever got forgotten about anymore. Another thing I knew that needed to be done was that all the systems needed to integrate together, as this was essential for a small business. We didn't want to be double entering information, we wanted all the systems to talk to each other. An example in Capsule is this integrated with our current accounting software Xero, meaning that we can retain our whole customer base. More than 10,000 customers could be transferred into the system. The next system I knew that we had to implement was a system called Vend, as we currently had no stock management system. This meant that we had no idea of analysing sales and had no idea what was in stock. This was extremely hard as we could not tell customers what boards we had or what items we had in stock. We had to manually go around and search in the shop for them. The new system is awesome because after entering more than 4,000 products into the system, We have an up-to-date online stock management system. With a single click of a button, you can see all the products that are in stock and tell the customer. As well as this, we can now analyze everything we have in the shop, analyze how much we're selling, get stock reports on low stock, what we need to order in, and also get sales reports on what's selling best and what we want to keep ordering in and what's not selling well and what's dead inventory. This was awesome as it solved all of our inventory problems, and it also meant that we could order stock a lot smartly. Vim was also awesome because it acted as a point of sale system. We desperately needed this because customer processing with our current system, Xero, was slow. It took about 5 to 10 minutes to process a customer as you had to enter in every single individual field. This was a massive problem in peak times as it meant that customers were also waiting a long time to be served. Vim was awesome as it solved this problem. Now here's a video that demonstrates Vend operating as a point of sale system. The item is first scanned by a wireless barcode scanner, which is then picked up by Vend. Once all the pricing is finalised and discounts given if chosen, the type of payment is chosen. Notes can then be added to the sale, and if preferred by the customer, a receipt can be emailed. If preferred otherwise, a receipt can be printed, triggering the cash drawer to open once the receipt is printed and cash given out or added to the till if necessary. The sale is then complete, with all records of the sale going straight to Vend, and the customer can walk away with their product happy. A quick, fast and easy process. The next problem that I identified was that our website did not show representative sample of what we had in stock. The new system Shopify that I implemented solved this problem because it integrated with our stock management system Vend. With the simple click of a button, you could publish your product to Shopify, it would then appear on your website, and you could then view it in your store for the customer and everyone else to see with all the in-stock variants, and would never have the problem of selling and out of stock or not having items on the website again. After 5 months spent on the project, I'm totally proud of what I've achieved because Ultimate Surf Shop now has a completely real-time integrated shop management systems that will serve as an awesome long-term solution for the business for years to come. These include Capsule as a customer relations management system, Vend as a point of sales and stock inventory system, and Shopify as a website e-commerce. Although I can talk about this project all I want, I thought I'd let Andre and a few of the employees have a talk about my project and how the project's affected the business.
Good afternoon, my name's Grau, I work at Ultimate Surf Shop, and I just want to tell you a little bit about my buddy Liam, who's brought a lot to the shop. When I started here, we used to have 6 books, all carbon copies, one for surf diggings, one for wetsuits, and this took a lot of time. Customer who's in a rush coming to shop before school comes out, takes a lot of time to get them in and out of the door. So what Liam's brought to us is Vend. I can now sit in front of the computer, which I personally hate, and I can see what stock we've got in the shop so the customer knows and I know, so we're not wasting any time. The other good thing is Capsule. Capsule's a great thing, so I can follow up on stuff with customers so they know where we're at with it and how long they expect to get this product. In the modern world, everything's busy and we need to be honest with them and keep them up to date in keeping their dreams alive. Just want to say thank you very much for Liam for coming into our grungy old school surf store and really bringing it up to the times, to the fast sophisticated times that we live in now.
Life before the new system was antiquated really. Triplicate book system, which took a lot of time and a lot of searching for sales records and things like that. And then we went to Xero, which is a good accounting system but not an inventory system, so in terms of processing people through, having to type everything in when the shop's full, it took a long time. It would take a couple of minutes to type things up, which it depends who it is, and what you're typing in there, but yeah, it would definitely take a good few minutes to type the products in there and put the price, and we wouldn't have all the prices in there as well, so you'd have to guess that because nothing had a price tag on it, or not much did. Doing stock takes is a nightmare. With no inventory control and nothing in the system there to go off, you had to go around with a piece of paper and write every product down, a description and the quantity, as well as counting it all, and not knowing exactly where to start, or you just have to go around and hunt every little item out, every little corner. So Liam came here through the the work experience program through the school, I think, and then he turned out to be amazing. So we just told Liam, come whenever you want, and you can just work here with us, and we were happy to have him along, and it probably haven't met anyone as driven as Liam before. I think he drives himself too hard sometimes. So yeah. And he's been a valuable tool for our business and person. Yeah, life with the new system now is amazing. It is so much easier. One, all the products have a sticker on them. It's got a product description. It has a retail price, so we're not guessing so much anymore or having to look around at price lists and dig things out. And then we've also got a simple 5-digit code which we can just type in. If we can't barcode scan it, and boom, it pops up into Vend, and put the customer's name in, and it's all smooth sailing. Too easy. I was very apprehensive about setting up a system like this, mainly because it's just a mammoth task to try and get all the product in there, all the variables for all the products, all the pricing. And then when you read online all the feedback on systems, and obviously you probably see more negative than positive because people tend to post that sort of stuff on there. So and it's got to be done right. If it's not done right, then it's just not going to work right. What made me do it was we needed to do it sooner or later, and I think we had faith in Liam and his knowledge. There was good feedback on the system out there, and we knew if it was set up right and you had the right people to set it up, then it should be pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, my name is Jesse from Ultimate Surf and Skate in Albany, Auckland. Just doing a review for Liam and his project through Albany High School, spending Wednesdays in at the store, which ended up being more than that, and he's pretty much has a job at the shop now. But in terms of review for his time spent for his project and everything, Liam started off pretty damn good actually. Never really working retail before. He actually took up the reins really well. He's willing to listen. He was good with customers. Always a go man, like always looking for possibilities with sales and everything like that. And which leads to his whole project with. Basically, he was the one. Like the store was very basic. It's been running for quite a few years, but it's quite. It's just sort of casually run. It's a surf skate store. It's not any big hectic big store. And Liam just started seeing these gaps and loopholes and with systems and programs that we could be using to utilize and to actually do our job a whole lot better. And gaps with customers and we've got an online store and it's not that good. It was been done by a guy a long time ago, and Liam saw this gap and decided, well, this is a really good opportunity for him to use this project to kind of really change something in the store. And Andre and I, Andre is the owner of the store, really liked the idea and being able to give Liam the time to do it. So we kind of let him go for it, and he introduced, we were using another system, and he introduced Vend stock inventory system, which has just blown me away. It's been amazing, and which links in with the new website, which he's completely been the go man for. Everything, he just kind of said, well, let's just do this, and actually got us really excited about it. So we've got a new spanking new website on the way. And then customer management systems, he noticed that we were lacking with customers. Like some customers slipped through the gaps and that really wasn't good enough, and Liam was the one that was hitting us up about it. So introduced Capsule, which is this cool customer management program. And basically since Liam's been at the store, things have changed. He's pointed out a lot of stuff that we need to address, and all for the better, and it's all really exciting. And I'm pretty proud to call Liam part of the team. He's actually a pretty big member, and we call him boss, even though he's not. But we've just been really stoked with the work he's done, and for someone of his age, and not really having much experience in that surf skate retail side of things, and I've been in the industry for quite a while. Really, really impressive, and we're just really stoked to have him on board. And the program has actually, I'm excited for the next 1 to 2 years with what these programs and systems are going to do for our store. So big ups to everyone. This whole initiative getting students into jobs and stuff has just been amazing, and Liam's been a complete exception. 10 from me, and good work.
So now for the tour, I'd just like to say that I'm so thankful for Andre for giving me the opportunity and having the trust and faith in my ability. This project has been bigger and better than I ever expected it to be, and I've learnt so much. It's taken over 600 hours and it's been an amazing experience. I can't wait to get the last phase, the online website finished, and nor can Andre. Thanks so much for watching. If you're interested in my project in more detail, please check out the link below.